Your brother got turned around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm having some technical difficulty up over here. But I'm still here and we still got to get up into this topic. I might have to turn it into a couple of different shows so I can cover the whole realm on what's happening in Nigeria right now.
I move back because of fear. When I move back, my wife moved forward, and I pray a short prayer. I say, Lord, I am nothing, I cannot save myself. I am a sinner, forgive my sin. Jehovah, today your servant will visit you, accept my soul. When I finish this prayer, I move further because my wife is trying to beg them. One of them told my wife that they are there to do the work of Allah. No one will stop them. When I heard that, I know that my time is today. I move forward.
So you see how this man is living in Nigeria and them people just ran up in his home telling him that we get to do anything to you because of our God and what we believe. Seems like some type of supremacist, don't it? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't it sound like an invader? You know what I'm saying? You gonna come to somebody else's house with an AK-47 and then sit there and tell them because of what you believe you can do anything to that man and that man's family. Where in that is supposed to be something that is right? It is not. It is pure evil. You know what I'm saying? Undefiled evil. Now, it goes back into the same. What are these people going to do? Are they going to migrate? You know what I'm saying? Are they going to are they going to fight back? You know what I'm saying? Let's get back into what's happening in Nigeria.
He is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands and thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. That's a legal definition. When the Christians or any such group is slaughtered, like is happening in Nigeria, 3,100 versus 4,476 worldwide. What horrible numbers. Something has to be done.
I support you, Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? I support you, Donald Trump. Something has to be done. You know what I'm saying? Those people are raging war against civilians that they're not military trained. They just ordinary people trying to live their ordinary life. You know what I'm saying? A village, a community, a tribe of people. Yes, they profess themselves to be Christians, but they're not harming anybody. They're just trying to live. We live on the golden rule, the principle, live and let live. We live on that. We live on the golden rule. So I support Donald Trump when he says something has to be done. I hope he's saying the army up over there. You know what I'm saying? I hope he's sending drones up over there. I hope he's sending tanks up over there and help the people that need him. And that's not even our people. That's Africa. You know what I'm saying? That's Africa. They don't got no power like that. You know what I'm saying? That the Nigerian army, where are they? You know what I'm saying? Where are they helping these people? Where's the president? Where's somebody sitting up there in that country that got power that's saying, hey, we're going to get these people together so they can stop being massacred and murdered? You don't see nothing like that at all. You just see these people being massacred every single day.
I'm asking Congressman Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole and the House Appropriations Committee, to immediately look into this matter and to report back to me. And I mean, like, immediately. The United States cannot stand by while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. It's not only Nigeria, it's all over. We stand ready, willing, and able to save our great Christian population around the world. This is not going to happen. The killing of Christians is not going to happen. Christianity.
And this is what you see all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Christian people being hated on. I can speak on it because I believe in Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? I believe in the true Messiah, the Mashiach, the true Son of God. And I don't care. I don't care what other people believe. That's on them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to force what I believe on anybody, and I'm not going to harm a person or their family because of it. I believe in Jesus Christ. that does not give me the right to murder, massacre, or maim, or steal, or lie, or cheat to anybody. But as you see in their faith, it allows them to go on a rampage and attack. Now, it's one thing to turn your other cheek. It's another thing to be massacred and murdered. Listen to me now. It's one thing to turn your cheek. You know what I'm saying? But it's another thing to be murdered and massacred. Those are two different things. You know what I'm saying? Turning your cheek versus you being unalived. I do believe in self-preservation, freedom, and liberty.
Entire countries for being Christians. We're not beheading people for being Muslim. That the number one cause of Christian persecution today is Muslim terrorism, Muslim extremism. People are being beheaded in the Congo right now because of their Christianity. So why is that? And you cannot apply that to Christianity in the same way, because there is no state-governed terrorism by Christianity in any other place in the world.
You're not going to be able to find that clip anywhere else, because Islam attempted to censor and silence me when talking about Christian persecution, because supposedly that's Islamophobia. But I'm here to tell y'all, you can't censor the truth. The reality is the fruit of Islam is violence, and it is terrorism. And I have every right.
Thank you, sister. I feel the same way. And extremism. You know what I'm saying? Extremism. I can't really say it's extremism when they are the majority. You know what I'm saying? They are the majority with the power. You know what I'm saying? You have a whole faction, like a cartel, like a small army engaged in war against civilians that have no weaponry. They can't even defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? They can't even defend themselves. And just because you believe in this, you have murdered the next person. We will always be engaged in a war over this, because there is no worldwide dominion over what anybody believes. Once more again, Jesus never told me to pick up a gun and go down the street and make somebody bow if they don't believe in him, or I get to use the gun against them. It doesn't work like that. We still have to have freedoms and liberties in the world, in the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Not just here in America. We still have to have liberties in the world. So when I was younger and they took 30 years to go over to Iraq and Afghanistan and Iran, all them different countries in the Middle East, they told us, they said, we're going over here to find weapons of mass destruction. No, they went over there to fight against terrorism. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? That whole 30 years they went up over there. And the religion of the people was the terrorism, because they were killing their own people for not believing in what they believe. Where's the liberties and the freedoms and the justice? There's none. That's why we went to war and fought for all them years for. I'm sorry,
right
sister,
to post
go ahead,
this
go
because
ahead.
it's my audio and my likeness in that video. Yeah, Islam does not want the world to know, to realize the severity of what their teachings do and how they embolden extremists. Not because the extremists are crazy, but because the Quran is crazy and it teaches it. Look at from Congress.gov, where they are acknowledging that Christian persecution is prevalent in Muslim majority countries, whereas Open Doors World Watch List finds that more than 380 million Christians worldwide cite levels of persecution and discrimination for their faith, with many of those Christians facing persecution throughout many Muslim majority countries. Okay, this is the reality of an Islamic state. When an Islamic state moves in, the fruit of it is terrorism and violence against Christians. Not because they're insane, but because this is absolutely what they're taught to do. The report goes on to talk about churches being shut down, pastors being arrested in places like Libya and the Republic of the Congo. 70 Congolese people were kidnapped from their church earlier in 2025 and found decapitated, beheaded.
You cannot be a Muslim if you do not believe in Jesus. May peace be on him. And I think many people don't realize. Peace be on him. And I think many people don't realize.
Okay, it's one thing to acknowledge him, but will you acknowledge him as the Son of God? If you cannot acknowledge him as the Son of God, I don't care who you are. I don't care where you live. I don't care what region you live in. I don't care what color is your skin. I don't care what's your background. I don't care about none of that. If you cannot acknowledge Jesus as the Son of God, you are enemy to me. You're my natural enemy, because my master said, Jesus, you said his name, Jesus. He said, you are the Antichrist. You are the seed of the devil. You are the spawn of Satan. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. You are the Antichrist. If you can, anybody can say Jesus. Anybody can say, I know Jesus. But anybody who believes in Jesus and loves him, they're not the Antichrist. But if you can't accept him to be the Son of God, you are the Antichrist. That's what the Lord said. You are my natural enemy. You know what I'm saying? You are my natural enemy. Everybody has a natural enemy. You know what I'm saying? And if the devil's not your enemy, then who is your enemy? So people can't say that I'm wrong or I'm trying to incite a riot, or no, I'm just using the words that he's speaking about Jesus. I know every single thing that Jesus said. I practice what Jesus said in my life. And he said, if you cannot acknowledge him as the Son of God, you are the damn devil.
You cannot be called a true believer if you don't love Jesus. You cannot be called a true believer if you don't love and his mother, Jesus, the Virgin Mary, may peace be upon her. And his mother, the Virgin Mary, may peace be upon her. We all love Jesus, don't we? So may peace be on him. We all love Jesus, don't we? Such that if we were to say his name, we're not allowed to just say his name without saying peace be upon him or peace be on him. Because
means nothing. Means absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you can't acknowledge our Savior as the Son of God, but they don't believe that. They see him as just a man, just a prophet. Okay, anybody can sit up here and say they know of Jesus, but to believe in Jesus is to see him as the Son of the only God. If you cannot acknowledge Jesus as the Son of God, then you are the damn devil.
May peace be upon them. So, taught about just all the messengers, to make may peace be upon them. So, to ourselves, just in order to make everyone else very clear to ourselves, we would like to declare and to everyone else out there, for the prophet we would Jesus, like to declare on him. This love. I'm going to say something. For the prophet Jesus, may peace be on him. I'm going to say something.
See, prophet will never acknowledge Jesus as who he is, the Son of God. To really believe in Jesus, you believe that he is the Son of God. Or if you don't believe he's the Son of God, he can't help you. He can't save you.
Me because it's and part I want you to repeat it loudly. Is it okay? After me because it's part of our faith. I am a Muslim and
free Palestine. Have you ever heard about any Muslim nation in the world that is free and that's not a totalitarian crap hole? Anti-Israel, pro-Palestine Christian. That's like Christian for Hamas, Christian for Osama bin Laden, Christian for killing Christian, Christian for burning churches, Christian for beheading pastors. What do you mean by free Palestine? There is no free Palestine. I grew up in the Middle East. I spent half of my life in the Middle East. My dad was preaching the gospel when he escaped Egypt in 2007. Because my dad converted a particular Muslim woman to Christianity. The police would come to our house to search our sermons, to search our hard drives, to make sure that we don't have anti-Muslim. To search our hard drives, to make sure that we don't have anti-Muslim.
Okay, you see what he said, and this is a man that was born up in that region. The reason why he's saying there will be no freedom for Palestine is because there will always be a religious war over in that country. We ourselves as Americans just spent billions and billions of dollars of our sons and our daughters to be sent over to a country to fight over a religious war. Remember, it's still a religious war because there will never be peace. Them people will always fight to the day that they die on what they believe in. This is not a war over, it is over territory. It is over a region, but it had the guise of weapons of mass destruction. No, this is a religious war, just like you had in the Christian Crusades. The Christian people went out killing all these people, trying to convert them. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Jesus never told the Romans or the Catholic people to go out there killing in his name. Jesus never said that. But as you look at this war, it's all over religion and power. Doesn't matter if they right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be fighting for this forever.